Welcome back. This is Private Practice. We've made it to Tuesday. Now, I am really curious to find out how many people from the US make it today, because you're all dealing with your lovely changes to your time zones. I think you're implementing daylight saving now. So yay for that sluggish, jet lagged feeling for the next week, where everything from the puppy dogs are confused, the chickens are confused, the people are confused, and nobody turns up to church on time. So if you're joining me today, I welcome you. Hello, Linda Mottram. It's lovely to see you, and I hope that your day has been fulfilling. It's been a really interesting day for me today. I mentioned yesterday that I had one of my clients cancelled. There's about 3 hours of time that I would have needed to spend with that client today. So I appreciated the gift that he gave me of not needing to see me today. Pretty cool in terms of his recovery, the things that he's off to do. But I realized very quickly how precious my time is again at the moment, where it was so easy for me to fill that 3 hours. And I am proud to say that I did spend it working on the report. So Priscilla sent me a message not so long ago, just asking how it went. Hey, Jen Brown. So I did actually discipline myself, and I worked on it, and I got a good chunk of stuff done. It was interesting upon reflection for me. I've been working with this client for 11 months. And to see just how much intervention I've provided. I don't know about you, when I am nearing the end of working with a client, or when people are questioning the value of working with me and we haven't achieved the things that we said we were going to achieve, I very quickly question what I did wrong or how I could have done things better. And that was certainly happening for me around this client with this big report that I need to write. And fortunately, my customer and my referral source didn't doubt my competence or my capability at all. They knew how hard I've worked. And even Sophie has explained to me, Joe, you've worked really hard for this gentleman. Seeing all of the work, I did a timeline. I printed out my timeline today. Yes, I still need visual physical cues of 11 months. And there is a lot of stuff going on. This is a client that I sometimes dealt with or communicated with more than once a week. So for him to have, for the progress to have not achieved what we thought it was going to achieve, there are some questions to be asked there. But I'm grateful that I can acknowledge my intention and realize that a question we don't have to ask is, what did Joe do wrong? Haha. So it just frees me up when this finishes. It frees me up to be able to work with someone else. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to the day that I can go, we're done, off we go next, and be proud of the work that he and I did together. But I wanted to talk to you today about a question that I don't think gets asked often enough when we go out asking people to refer to us. So I started on this topic yesterday of, are you worth referring to? And I hope that stimulated some thinking and some discussions. So I want to challenge our thinking a little bit further today on, do you teach people how to refer to you? Most people don't. They assume because their job title says physiotherapist or personal trainer or yoga instructor or coach or therapist or psychologist, they will work it out. That's not enough for me. So to use myself as an example, if you want me to refer my clients to you, number one, you have to help me trust you. And number two, you need to teach me how to do that. You need to teach me not how to trust you, that you need to work on that, but how do I refer people to you? What is it that you want me to say to my people to make that transition from me over to you smooth, effortless, and workable? I don't think we spend anywhere near enough time helping our referral sources understand how we help that conversation happen. And this is why it's really, really clear to be able to go to your referral sources and say, this is who I am, this is who I serve, this is how I help. Because if we can articulate it that clearly, that another person can take our language and go, that's exactly what I want help with, then the referral is likely to turn into a client, or at least a much warmer, almost hot lead. Because the cold leads that we get, they're hard work and they're rare. Most people do business with people that they know. Priscilla, I thought you were going to sleep. Anyway, welcome. Most people do business with people they know. Most health professionals will do business with people they trust. When we as health professionals have clients under our care, our number one concern, like I explained yesterday, is making sure that the person we refer to is going to look after our people. We become very committed to making sure our people get looked after. Now, I actually had this happen to me today. I've just had somebody who's got exposure to very large corporate clients who have a lot of money apparently to spend on my health program or my wellness program, which is the fatigue management program. We've just got to work out whether we're going to sell it as fatigue management or energy management or something else management. If you've got an opinion on that, please let me know. I'd really like to see whether you would buy a fatigue management program or participate in an energy management program, whether there's another word. Please don't use peak performance. Not interested in doing peak performance. This is not what this is about. Anyway, that as an aside. However, this person who's got these great opportunities at her fingertips going, I know my people need this, teach me how to sell you to them. So that's essentially what it is we're asking our referral sources to do. It's not just send me a client and tell them to come see me. It's why would they even bother? Why would that client want to come and see me? So if I was going to refer somebody to Jen Brown, I would want to be able to say something like, Jen's got you covered. She'll work with you individually. You're an endurance athlete. You need to be talking to Jen Brown. If you're not an endurance athlete, then maybe Jen Brown's not the right fit for you. Jen, I hope I've got this right. I am being highly generalized here just to paint the picture and to give us an example. So I think it's really important that we don't get hung up on how these referrals are supposed to happen. You don't just throw up a Facebook post or create a Psychology Today profile or throw out a Google AdWord or throw out a post on LinkedIn and expecting to get all sorts of new clients coming to you. That's rare. And it takes a lot of work for that to happen. The better way is to leverage that is to go and make quality connections and build quality relationships with people who know you, like you, and trust you, who can sell you to the people they know. That's what referrals are. That's what we're all looking for. Oh, Jen, I am so pleased I got that right. Actually, I've been contacted by a gentleman out of Melbourne who is an endurance runner coach. I think the two of you together could talk into some of this stuff. They're very, very similar philosophies. It's quite interesting. And I was like, oh, I need to connect you. He's the Australian cross-country coach at the moment, and apparently there's an international cross-country meet happening in Denmark. Oh, that would be cold in March. Anyway, by the by, sorry, Jen, that is a complete, see how that happened? That's a referral. That's a, wow, I didn't even script that. That was pretty cool. So people, thinking about your referral networks, who are the people that you're going to build relationships with? Make yourself worth referring to, and then help people sell you to their people so that that referral process becomes an easy conversation. Referral isn't icky, it's not sleazy, it's not sales, it's a conversation. It's me going, I know who you need, I know the person who can help you. That's what we're doing. That's how easy it is. We've just got to get over ourselves. So I might have to start speaking into that for the rest of this week on some of the things that trip us up when we start wanting to engage in referral conversations. So we made it through Tuesday. Congratulations, everybody. People in the US, I hope you can wake up tomorrow and still feel some sense of normalcy. If you've got one-on-one calls booked with me this week, you need to remember that you guys have had a time zone change, which means you're going to turn up to my calls at a different time that you're expecting last week. So I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to leave that up to you. I am looking forward to chatting to you again tomorrow. It's Wednesday. I'm going to work on my report some more. This is Private Practice. Go be your awesome self.